This is Saul from Team Takeover, and basically I'm just giving an update to the true Draco Demise deck that I have. I've been playing this deck for forever, since it came out, and it's going through a lot of changes. And I've seen recently more people picking it up and or going back to playing it. I guess because the meta's changing, and I can see why. But I guess I'm just doing an update on the way I play it, and hopefully you guys like it, or just send any suggestions or comments or anything you would change. This is the way I play it. Maybe it'll help you guys or give you guys a blueprint for coming back to playing True Dracos, and it'll help out and give you an idea. So yeah, it's just 40 cards in the main deck, no extra deck, because we are playing a Rup. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. I played the 2 Maiden. She's good. I had her at 3 at one point, but I would see her a lot. And I mean, pretty much she's gonna get you Masterpiece out really fast. So I mean, 3 was just it was too much. So I think the 2 is a good ratio. I've been messing with the ratios to True Dracos for a while now. I like cut her to 1 at one point. I had her 2, then 3. It's with True Draco, it's like the more it changes and the more floodgates you put in it, you're gonna be messing around with the monster count. But I think 2 is at the moment right now is really good for her. The 2 Maiden. I do play the General. I played 2 of him too. I cut him at one point, but then I like instantly regretted it. It was just really bad. Like the monster count was too low. I was just drawing all spelling trap. It's just, yeah, you need monsters, but you also don't want to put any monster. You want to put monster that has the synergy with the deck. So yeah, he's good. I think even right now in the format, he's still really good. Being able to pop him and float another Draco monster, usually himself, and for his effect, for the opponent won't be able to target or destroy other Draco cards. They have to target him. So I mean, it also does this cool little lock. If they're both, you have 2 of them on a field, whether defense or attack, doesn't matter. But if you have 2 of them on a field, it just creates that little lock of not being able to target the other one. So it's a small mini lock. It comes up sometimes. So 2 of them is good. Like the ratio is 2-2 right now. I'm really liking that. I played 2 Masterpiece. Some people are playing 3. I mean, to each his own. I've been playing the deck since it came out again, like I said, but I've experienced I had bad experience playing 3. 3, it would be too cloggy, and it's like once you see 2 in your hand, you like just have a really bad hand, because like it takes too much materials to bring out. So yeah, you lose your resources very fast. So you don't want to max out on him, in my opinion. I think 2 Masterpieces. I mean, I won games without Masterpiece, period. So like, yeah, him at 2 is just, it's better. The one Ignis, he's at 1, so I would play more if we could. 3 Diagrams, and I played 2 Terraformings. I used to play only 1 Terraforming. Honestly, the deck just has so much draw power that you really don't need to max out on Terraforming. Seeing too many Diagrams at once is not good, because you're just gonna end up popping a Terraform if you have a Terraform out, or end up popping another Diagram, which kind of sucks. But you just kind of want to see it come up, or like pot a Duali into one, but you don't want to like see more than one in one hand. I played 3 Heritage. This is gonna give you that extra tribute summon and draw power, depending on how many True Draco cards go to the graveyard. It's really good. I really like this one. This is just gonna give you that recycling. This is really important. I've seen people cut 1 of them, but I still think it's really important at 3. So 3-3 is just a perfect ratio for this deck. You want to see these guys, because they're gonna give you that extra tribute summon to bring out Masterpiece, or to bring out another True Draco card. So they're important. If they're gonna be at 3, it's good to play them at 3, because it's just good for that extra tribute summon. The 3 Demises. I've seen someone play hand traps in this deck and cut like Demise down to like 2 or something like that, and they play hand traps. So I thought about it. I don't know. I think it's too the heart of the deck. Demise is the heart of the deck, and it's just too good. Like the extra 3. I don't know. It's just I've carded Demise into just hand 3 cards that would just save me the game and have a crazy comeback. So it's just too good. So I think mine's gonna forever just stay at 3. 3 Duali. This is really good underneath Demise. Sometimes even better. Being able to choose your next card, like replace itself with another card, and having that selection could be very important. So I think threes. To me, I've seen people play 2, but for me, I think 3 is gonna stay like that. I play 2 Desires. I think Desires is I think it's very situational because sometimes as playing this deck, you sometimes don't want to play it. Like you have it in hand, you're like debating whether you're gonna play this card or not because it'll banish like your masterpieces, or it'll banish like just very vital pieces that you need, that you know you need to draw into, and it could just kill the game right there for you. But if like playing 2 of them, just, I don't know, it gives you that extra cards going first, helping you start with 6 cards, and sometimes it just helps so much. And like, but I've potted Desires into another potted Desires so many times, like it's just horrible. I used to play 3, but like I potted Desires, like I top decked a potted Desires, and I potted Desires into 2 more potted Desires, which I think that was the first time ever in Yu-Gi-Oh history, and ever since then I've been playing like 2. So yeah, the one Stormforth, I wish they would bring it back to 3. It would be like nuts. 3 Apocalypse, 1 Return. It's at 1. You want to max out on your traps too, being able to tribute someone on your opponent's turn and getting that extra pop when it goes to the graveyard. It's really, really good. We played the 3 Erupts. We don't play an extra deck. And since we don't play an extra deck, it's just really good to play Erupt in the deck. Like if you're not playing an extra deck, then you kind of negging a little bit. But that's my opinion. You're negging a little bit if you're not playing Erupt, because it's there. It's at 3, and it's very powerful. Like Drain is at 1, and we all know why. But being able to play 3 more Drains and still being able to have your effects, because your monsters are tribute summon monsters, it's so powerful. So like, if you're not gonna play extra deck, you might as well just play like the Erupt. 3 anti-spells. I'm still playing this with the 1 Imperial Order. I noticed the format change, and some people are cutting this or siding it in now. I still think it's very powerful. The deck's mission or like goal is to like go first, set one of these, set a Erupt, and like a true Draco monster and just pass turn. And like basically when you flip that on your opponent's standby phase, it just they just stop. They can't do much. So unless they have the out, like unless they could chain like a Twin Twisters or like Cosmic Cyclone or even Mystic, Mystical Space Typhoon. I noticed people are playing more now again. If they chain any one of those things, and then that's a good out. But if they don't, then that's pretty much it. Like that's game, because the next turn you're gonna draw and you're gonna continue your plays and keep attacking with your big monsters. So I mean, I think this is it just shuts down all decks instead of siding it in specifically just for pendulums. Like still playing this and maining it is very annoying to people and very like hard for people to get over. And then last I played the now it's at 1, so Solemn Judgment. It's good. I mean, obviously it's good, but I don't know. I tried to keep my deck all like continuous. Like if it's a card, if it's in my deck, I want it to be continuous. That way it can have 2 purposes: to be tribute if I need it, or to also be a floodgate or whatever means that I need. And if not, it needs to be a card that's going to help me draw into more cards, like, you know, Desires or Demise. But, you know, Solemn is good. Even if you can't tribute or whatever, like this stops anything, or mainly anything. So it's good. So I've been meaning it. I don't play an extra deck. As for my side, I mean, my side changes all the time, depending on where I'm going. If I'm going to my locals or regionals or whatever, it's going to change, obviously. But this is what I have right now. I play the 1 Raigeki, the 3 Cosmic Cyclones. I usually side these and going, if I know I'm going second. 3 Evenlies. Again, only if I know I'm going second, I would side these in. I sided these in too a couple of times going against like ABCs or like Infernoids, just people that kind of want to banish to get their effects off or get their summons off. I flipped this, and a lot of people told me like, what about you though? You can't activate Masterpiece Effect. I understand that, but having like being able to stop them from playing their whole deck, I'd rather do that than versus like me worrying about Masterpiece Effect. Like I can win without, again, I won without Masterpiece playing a time, so I'm not too worried about Masterpiece like Effect. I'm more worried about like stopping my opponent from playing with Anti-Spell or Rub, floodgates like this. So like depending on what deck I'm playing, I'm gonna side in different floodgates and just completely stop the deck, and that's the goal. Like I played three dimensional barrier. It's really good. Like I had a game where I went against ABC, and I sided in the Imperial Wall in the 3Ds, and man, we just went at it. It was a really good game. I stopped him every time he was trying to like activate or summon or just anything, and I was stopping him. But he had all the answers. He actually won that dude. It was just a really good game. Like I had to give him his props. He won that game. Yeah, he had all the answers. But yeah, shout out to him, Mike, from my locals. I also side in these. People back in the day used to side these in and like stop. But I think it's relevant still, and I think it's good to start siding these in again in this format, because there's so much stuff going on in graveyard. Like people just need their pieces in the graveyard to go off with their combo. And if you flip this, it's just so hard to get around if you don't have the out to it. Like you just can't do your combo. You have to like do something, like set something, set 2 cards pass, and like that's it. And if that's all you're doing, like this deck is gonna get around it. That's all you're doing. So like if you stop your opponent from basically going off with one or the other, like activate this end turn, and it's just like really hard. All their pieces are getting banished instead of like going to graveyard so they can bring it back and link with that. And people are just doing so much shenanigans. But if you stop them with one or the other, that's why these cards are at 1. They're just really good. So I side these in. Again, I change my side deck a lot, but I have some other options that I usually go into depending on like where I'm going, or if I know the competition, or builds like ratios. Like I would change my ratios upstart in case I want to take something out. Solemn system down. There's a case I felt like a lot of ABCs is gonna be there. And this card too that just came out, there can only be one's really good. Being able to flip this and your opponent has to send all cards to the side of the field, well, all monsters to the side of the field of the graveyard until they have only one of that type monster, can really hurt. So if they pen out like mad spellcasters and you flip this, they just gotta send, not destroy or anything, so they won't get any of those effects. They'll have to just send to the graveyard all those monsters and then like just keep the one monster. That hurts like a lot, and it hurts a lot of other decks too. Like I don't know, this is a really good floodgate, so I've been playtesting it, and I might, again, these are just other options. I might put that in. But yeah, that's my update to the Draco deck. Just let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, we're gonna try to upload more videos for you guys, more duels. Yeah, just let me know what you think. I'm open. I'm not a you know, closed-minded person. I'm open to all opinions or ideas of what should I put in, what should I take out. This has been working for me lately, and again, like I've been playing the deck so long, like I don't know, I really like this deck. I have a lot of fun with it. I noticed a lot of people are starting to pick it up and play it again, and that's cool. Just everyone and their grandma, man, is like playing 2 Dracos now. But yeah, just I would definitely say, if I had a tip to say to anyone, to give to anyone, I would say like just be careful. You have to have an out to evenly match with this deck, because it really struggles against that, and it made me discouraged at one point when everyone was just playing evenly match, and I would set all my cards, have my field set, and then pass turn, and they would, and I feel like I have game because I have everything, and then someone just evenly matched you. It's just really salty. So I would say if you're gonna start picking up this deck again and playing it, just be careful and make sure you side in cards that can stop evenly match or can like help you, like I don't know. So this is just a suggestion, like Imperial Iron Wall. It's a good, you know, out to it. As far as like anything else, I don't have anything else in my deck right now besides that and Solemn Judgment that can maybe stop that, or outside these in that can stop that. But just be prepared for that, because you would feel very bummed out. Like once you play this deck, it's very hard to out evenly match if you don't have one of those cards. So just as a tip, I guess, for whoever's coming back to playing this deck. But yeah, that's the deck profile. Hopefully it's no more than, I can't see what time. Hopefully it's not more than 10 minutes. I won't hold up your time. But yeah, leave any comments, like, subscribe. We're trying to just upload more content for you guys. Just give us any suggestions. I mean, I have so many decks. Just give a suggestion of what kind of deck you want us to do a deck profile on, and we'll make it happen for you guys. Peace. Take care.